Back now to one of our main stories here. A quick look at the papers, actually, and it makes front pages of lots of the papers. Parents to be shown how to protect their children online. Basically, there's been an investigation by Dr. Tanya Byron into this, and there's various recommendations.
Similar headline in the Daily Telegraph. Curbs on computer games to protect children. Video games must be given cinema-style age classification to stop children accessing graphic images of sex and violence.
And the Times again, computer games to get health warnings. So get to get a little bit more on that right now. We can speak to Ed Balls, he's the Children's Secretary. Morning to you, thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's do two issues really, internet and computer games.
Yep.
Let's deal with computer games
Yep.
first. So they'll get health warnings. How would it work?
I think the important thing about this whole report, looking at the internet, computer games and new media technology, there's two things I think which are really important about it. One is this is a global and new industry, and people have often thought maybe we can't really control it. And what Tanya is saying is there are things we can do in Britain now to sort this out, and people will watch around the world, because this is really the first report globally on this.
Yeah.
The second thing is I think lots of parents think that because they themselves, when they were young, didn't use the internet or computer games, they feel, and I certainly feel this, that we aren't really informed. And what we need to do is give parents more information about how to make sure their children can use computer games, can use video games, also use the internet, but also be safe at the same time.
People are already pointing to us out this morning that actually video games do have, for example, an age on them. What would you do? How would you make that tougher then?
I think the Byron review says that this is just not good enough. It's not tough enough, it's not enforced enough, and parents don't really understand it. People understand in the cinema, and 18 means you don't let your children go. With video games, there isn't the same understanding, the same clarity. What we're going to do as a result of her report is be clear to parents that there are certain computer games which children shouldn't be playing below a certain age, and that should be clear and upfront on the box.
So how do you enforce it? Who decides? Is it like the film classification, or how would it work?
There are different systems at the moment. They're going to be brought together. We'll have a comprehensive way of doing it. The most important thing to do is have the confidence of industry, but most importantly parents. They've got to know this is being done properly. And what Tanya is saying is we should have a UK council on the internet to, and video games to sort out these issues. We'll do that, and I think we'll do it, as I said, in a way which other countries around the world will follow.
Also about the internet, because it's difficult, isn't it? How do you police it, and how do you make... Can't the industry do something about helping parents to stop children accessing inappropriate material?
Definitely.
Can you make the industry do that?
If it's a UK site and it's illegal, we can have it taken down. If it's a global site and it's illegal, then we can actually have it blocked. But there are many, many sites which aren't illegal, but it's really important for parents to kind of to police what their kids are doing. It was really interesting. I don't know whether you knew this. I went onto YouTube last night, and this was following the Tanya's report and talking to her. If you read the YouTube site says the YouTube website is not intended for children under 13. If you're under 13, please don't use the website. Talk to your parents about what other sites are appropriate for you. Now, as a parent, I had no idea that YouTube say under 13 shouldn't use it. It's on page 5 of 6 of guidance. That's the kind of thing which parents need to know about.
But you know, you're the government. Can't you make websites make it more obvious as well, or not?
Definitely, and that's one of the things Tanya's recommending. But in the end, it's about parents as well having information. If you think about your children playing outside, when they're 3 or 4, you don't let them do that. When they're 9 or 10, you might do, but you know, in certain circumstances, as they get older, because we have experience ourselves on how to do it, because we were, you know, a young once and playing outside, we sort of know what it's like. With the internet, parents, I think at the moment, think because we don't know about it, we don't quite know how to police it. What we need to do is give parents the information, and industry itself has got to rise to the plate as well and make sure parents know how to do it. A good example from her report, she says that when you buy a computer, there should be parental software on it so parents know how to put in those blocks and checks.
And are you going to make that happen? Are you going to make that parental software happen?
We will, and that's what the council's going to do. We're going to implement in full her report, all the recommendations. As I said, I think it's a groundbreaking report. People around the world are looking at what we're doing here, and I think that other countries will follow our example.
OK. Ed Balls, thanks for your time.
Thank you.